Time now for the Sports Six-Pack with Andrew Rogers.
You know what time it is. Send in your questions. It is the Sports Six-Pack. If we don't get to them today, I'll get to them next week. It's Friday. Everybody loves Friday. Shane's got your questions. You sent those in all week to Hurrdat Sports, and here we are, ready to deliver and give you your answers. Shaner, Sugar Shane, kick us off.
Question number one.
Can you provide some insight into all the noise surrounding the Nebraska football program yesterday?
I can. So, kind of the elephant in the room, right? Who's going to be the next head coach? It's been circling for the past few weeks, and it really started to kick fire yesterday. And a lot of people thought Mickey was going to be announced head coach yesterday. Now, there's benefits to having Mickey Joseph in that role, right? In a way, you won't get a massive turnover when it comes to the roster. But in my opinion, you need a turnover, right? You need to turn over this roster. Gaps need to be filled. You run the risk of losing some big-name recruits if you don't retain Mickey in any way. But you look at what Nebraska has put together so far, something needs to change. And I think a clean slate of guys could be a good thing. So I'm not too worried about the massive turnover that could be an effect of, hey, if Mickey isn't the head coach. And you won't announce Mickey, you won't announce a coach, the next head coach at Nebraska mid-season if it isn't Mickey. Now, something I heard on Matt Rule yesterday, and this is somebody that I've liked all season long, is his biggest knock is, he never beat a ranked team. His final season at Baylor, they went 11-3. He had 3 one-score losses against top 10 teams in the nation. I know that comes as nails on a chalkboard for Nebraska fans, but you look at the games that he played, and Nebraska's one-score losses were never against teams that ranked in the top 10 like that. He lost in the Big 12 championship game in overtime. Let's stop it with this. He never beat a ranked team. If he would have been at Baylor one more year, I guarantee he would have taken down a ranked team. We just never will know. But that's the noise that surrounded the program yesterday. There was supposed to be a meeting that could have led to the announcement that, hey, I think it's going to be Mickey Joseph, or, hey, we're going to go a different direction here. But right now, let's come back to earth. We were all out in outer space yesterday. Let's take a breath. It's not Mickey yet. It's not another person yet. But it did provide a much-needed spark for Nebraska fans heading into this weekend against Minnesota.
Question number two.
If you were literally drinking a six-pack right now, what's your beer of choice?
Bud Select.
What?
Bud Select is my beer of choice.
You're selecting Bud Select.
I'm selecting Bud Select.
Like, if you had to drink the whole six-pack, you're going with Bud Select.
Bud Select.
From start to finish.
From start to finish.
Nothing in between?
Nothing in between. All 6 Bud Select.
No pale ale or anything in
between?
between?
No pale ale. Nothing. No, maybe a Hale Ale here at Hale Varsity Club. I like that. But, no, Bud Select is my beer, Shane. Sugar Shane. Come on. It's my beer. Here. So, take this. I'm from St. Louis.
I got you.
Bud Select is a St. Louis beer.
Okay.
I'm sticking with my roots here. My dad was very stingy about the beer, or is still to this day very stingy about the beer in his fridge, and it ranges from 2 beers, Bud Select and Michelob Ultra.
Really?
Yep. So I'm a big Bud Select guy. And if you have the chance to go to Ballpark Village before a Cardinal game this coming summer, get a Bud Select on draft. It'll rock your world.
Is that the beer of choice in St. Louis for most people?
No, I think Ultra probably is a more common choice. Maybe Bud Light too.
Bud Light?
Yeah. Bud Select is kind of one of those rarities, although it is only 99 calories. Not to say I'm watching my figure.
Yeah, I was going to say, you need to watch your figure over there.
Question number 3.
Do you feel Houston put up more of a fight last night than people gave them credit for?
Yes, I do. I really, really do. All of the money was on the Eagles last night to cover. All of it. And they didn't cover. I don't know if that was also money line mixed into that too. And if that's the case, then great. You won 79 cents on a $10 bet. Congratulations. But you look at how many people hammered the Eagles last night and just counted off Houston in that football game. Houston put up a much better fight than I even gave them credit for. Now, Philly starts the year 8-0, first time in their history. They got off to a slow start. I think they were like 17 plays deep in that first drive. Did you recognize any receiver, like the name of a receiver out there for Houston? Because I didn't. Nico Collins is hurt. Brandon Cooks is still upset that he wasn't traded at the deadline. The people that caught touchdowns in that game, I'm like, are we watching a high school team out here? Because that's what I look at when I don't know a name. I'm like, is this guy like just somebody that they brought up from the practice squad and said, hey, you get to start today. Congrats, right? They outscored the Texans 15-3 in the second half. Mills got intercepted twice. The final score was 29-17, almost covered. It really did almost cover, 2 points away from covering. But good on Houston for putting together a good fight against the Eagles.
Question number 4.
What Netflix show are you currently binging?
Ooh, Blacklist.
Really?
Yeah, I'm watching Blacklist right now, which is like 9 seasons.
Right.
So
It's been around for a minute.
It's going to be time-consuming to get through it. But it's entertaining. It really is. It reminds me a little bit of White Collar in a way, and White Collar's my jam.
Where you at, like season 3?
No, I just got to season 2.
Oh, so you get a ways.
Yeah, fairly recent start. I believe Ashley and I started this a week and a half ago. That's the one.
That's the one?
Question number 5.
With Houston up 3-2 going back home, do you think they win the series in 6?
I see what you did there. Six-pack. Nice job, Shane. Houston also making a name for themselves in the sports six-pack today. Close to back-to-back Houston questions here. I'm going to say no. I don't think they win the series in 6. You have Zach Wheeler pitching for Philly, and he's going to steal a win against Valdez. I'm going to say the Phillies win that baseball game. It won't be high scoring, but if I know baseball and if my conspiracy theories are right, they're going to want to push this to Game 7 to get as much money as they can from this series. I think it goes to 7, but ultimately I do think Houston wins in 7 at home.
Question number 6.
So when you came in today, you seemed a little upset. Did you?
Is that because I threw a blue crayon at you?
Well, is that why? Are you upset today?
I am.
Did you miss a sports bet last night?
I did. Oh my gosh, dude, it was so frustrating. So for the 9th time this year, I missed on an NHL parlay by 1 leg. 9th time this year.
You seem very hurt right now. You're gonna be all right?
I'm going to cry is what I'm going to do. And I'm never betting on Patrice Bergeron again. He is blacklisted. I even threw his name in our fantasy group chat saying somebody take him off my team because I don't want to look at his name anymore. He screwed me out of a point parlay for the 2nd straight Thursday. He's done. He's blacklisted. I'm done with him. Get off of my fantasy team too.
Well, that's what you get for binging that show on Netflix.
Exactly. Blacklist. Nice work. Good connection. Good correlation there. I like that, Shaner.
Feeling tipsy yet? Catch more of Andrew Rogers from 7 to 9 in the morning on Hail Varsity Radio.